So Dan, yeah, how are the nerves holding up? A massive game coming up, 2 games to go.
Yeah, fine to be honest. And even the lads, like, we're all pretty relaxed, especially after two great wins, just giving us loads of confidence. We know we're good enough to stay in the league, so we just believe in ourselves.
And particularly that Charlton win, an away win, which hadn't happened for a long time, and you scored 3 goals. That perfect timing.
Yeah, it's great. Couldn't have come at better timing, to be honest. Form is really amazing in football. Once you pick up some form and momentum, you really feel like there's no stopping you. And I think that's how we all feel, to be honest. We're playing really well. We just got to keep going.
Does it feel a bit like that time when you first joined, when there was that really good run then?
Yeah, but obviously, like, I've got to, I'm used to it now. So, like, it was still, fresh at the time. Just getting to know everyone and everything. But yeah, definitely. But like I said, when you pick up some form and some wins, it's great. Obviously it's difficult times when you're footballing. You just can't seem to get the results. And now it's completely different, and we've got it all to play for now.
Was there always that belief when there was that quite a long run of poor results that you could turn it round?
Yeah, 100%. From the lads, from the gaffer and the staff, we all believed that we just needed that one win to get us going. And it might have took us a little bit longer than we wanted to and expected, but it's come now, and we just have to keep going.
The manager said before the Charlton game, he said to you, treat it like the last game of the season. That seemed to me like a really good thing to say at that point.
Yeah, no, it was really good. And it's difficult for managers to to say the right things and get how can they not motivate us, because we don't need motivate. If you need motivating in this situation, then football's probably not the right thing for you. But yeah, it was a really good thing to say, and it did kind of not give us a rocket up our backside, but just a different way of thinking about each game. Because when you start thinking about football in games, this game, the next game, we have to win 5 games, 4 games or whatever. But if you literally just take each game as it comes, each game as a time, that's the best way of looking at it.
I was going to say, it's the biggest cliche of all, isn't it? One game at a time. But when
Yeah.
you've got 2 games to go, and you've probably got to win them both. Well, that's it, really, isn't it?
Yeah, but for me, as a footballer, just win every game. Just win the game you're in, and it's as simple as that. So it's not always that easy, but it is that simple.
The midweek results didn't particularly go your way, but did it really make much difference?
No, not really. We always go into games to win them. We know we have to win these next 2 games. Then, like I said, football is simple. Just win the game, and that's what we have to do. We have no other choice. So yeah.
Do you enjoy these sort of pressure situations?
Yeah, I've been in a few of them, to be honest. It would be a nice position to be in, where you're staying up for next season, and you can relax mentally a little bit. Going into training, and there is always that little bit of added pressure in games, but keeps you alive. It's what football is about. Winning and losing and fighting relegation, and we're in it now. And if you let it get to you, then you don't, you won't perform, or you won't do what you need to do. But there's also that saying, play the game, not the occasion. Just play the game.
You said you've got experience of this sort of thing in the past. Is that something you've been sharing this week with some of the younger members of the squad? Because it is a young team, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a young team. It's a young team, but some really good players with great ability. So sometimes it's best just, not to talk too much about it. Just go into training, do what we need to do, work hard, and just focus on Saturday. Once you start speaking about it too much, you can let it get to you, and gets too much in your head mentally. But just go and play football. Just go and enjoy it. It's going to be great on Saturday with the fans. It's going to be a great atmosphere. You just got to embrace it, really.
How important is it to have Cole Stockton back in sort of last season's form, 3 goals in 2 games and a couple of screamers in there.
Yeah, it's amazing when Cole's on in that form. He's pretty much unstoppable in this league. And when you've got a striker playing in front of you, you know can score goals. You know who you can rely on. It is a great feeling because if you don't have a striker that's scoring, it's difficult to score. Those teams that have stayed in the league, the likes of Cheltenham, where I was, they've got Alfie May who's on fire. Goals win you games, and to have Cole in the team, the way he's playing right now is really great for us.
Lincoln a tough proposition though, that they won't roll over, will they?
No, but they might be in holiday mode a little bit. Thinking about next season, staying fit. But when we played the likes of Wycombe at home, beating Charlton away, probably should have won at Portsmouth away. They're all good teams in this league. It's all for me since I've been back. No game has been easy. Even Forest Green, we played here at home. They're relegated, but that was a tough game. They're all tough games in this league.
A message to the supporters. It's been one of those afternoons where there will be ups and downs probably, and people keeping half an ear, half an eye on other results. What's your message to the fans?
Just help us out. We need them. When they're loud and supporting us, it's a great feeling as a player. It's difficult when you hear the crowd grumbling and moaning a little bit, and they haven't done it, to be honest, a lot this season. And I have been at clubs that have been like that, and it is difficult, but when they're behind us and we can hear them and feel them, it's a great feeling.